All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this evening. I'm Rudy Salaya, MSB Diamond Store owner of TPS and VIP Global. I'm here with a couple of my leaders this evening, and I couldn't be any more fortunate enough to be working alongside of these gentlemen. I mean, seriously, they've paved the way for so many other people, including myself, and this is just truly exciting times. I mean, what a way to start off the new year. We're well over 1 million people already in this company, and we're just getting started. We have some really, really exciting information to share with you tonight, also some recognition, and we're going to touch on how the importance of go parties and how vital and crucial it is to really promote and gain momentum, not only for yourself, but for other people on your team as well. Because when they see something and they like what they see, they're going to go and share with everyone they know, and it builds up to the biggest event, and that's going to be our live TPS corporate events like ours coming up on February 4th. I know we're all looking forward to it, but before we get there, there's going to be a few go parties along the way. So we're going to make sure you're masters of those little events before we get to the big one. But without further ado, I want to introduce somebody that I'm really, really excited about. He's taken his time away even after having a newborn just to be on this training this evening, and just completely blessed to have a leader like himself. Not only just to look over my left and my right, and he's always there, just not for myself, but for everybody else with TPS and VIP Global. MSB, the Diamond Store owner, Mr. Shane Hyman. Are you with us?
Yes, I am, and thank you so much, Rudy. I appreciate that warm introduction, and it is my absolute pleasure to participate with you here today for this special training on Go Party. So, guys, yeah, I want to congratulate you also for being here, saying yes to success, and being here live or either watching this as a replay. So, I'm going to go ahead and just get things started out and share my screen because we have some slides that we're going to go over as we continue with this presentation. So give me one moment here. All right. Looks like I'm successfully sharing my screen. One of you guys could verify that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we see it.
Excellent. Perfect.
Loading right now. There we go.
Perfect. Here we are. So yes, this is our VIP Global Wednesday night training webinar. We meet here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go ahead and get all the rest of your team members to register as well, VIPglobaltraining.com. And whether you're here live or not, by registering, you'll also get the an email of the replay. So it's always great to stay plugged in. So happy to have you guys here, okay, as well. All right, so we had some rank advancements last week, and this is very exciting for Flaviano Luna for attaining the rank of Master Store Owner. Very good. Also, Daniela Cuevas, Master Store Owner, as well as Richie and Joy. Going a little faster. I'm sorry, guys. Gavin and Heather as well. All rank advancing to Master Store Owner, and it's very exciting to continue going up the ranks. Want to congratulate everybody for all of their hard work on that. Also, Kevin Wilkes, Master Store Builder, MSB. Very, very good. Okay, congratulations, Kevin. Also, Mr. Anthony LeBlanc, attaining the rank of Senior Marketing Director. This is absolutely phenomenal, and we're going to have a chance to hear from this gentleman as well during the course of this presentation this evening. So guys, let's talk a little bit about financial freedom. That's one of the reasons why we show up here every Wednesday. That's the reason why we're engaging in the opportunity of a lifetime here with TPS, because we're really looking to achieve true financial freedom. And we have a vehicle to do that and a great support team and system with VIP Global that will also help us achieve that. But what is truly financial freedom? It's actually having the opportunity to cross over from just earning a linear income to a passive income or a leveraged income, if you will. And what is a linear income? That's where you're basically exchanging your time for money, whether you're working a job as an employee or a self-employee. Okay, so we're going to show and go over a little bit more about that and how Go Parties could help you achieve that. Okay. All right. And that's what we have here with TPS. So we'll go over a little bit more. We know that we have three different dynamics: the e-commerce, the affiliate marketing, as well as direct sales, and they all cross over and touch each other a little bit And we're direct sales and affiliate marketing crossover. That's where our customers and distribution takes place. And where affiliate marketing and e-commerce crossover, that's where sales and revenue take place. And direct sales and e-commerce is where customer and our membership base occurs. And all of that combined is where we have TPS, the perfect solution. Now, here with TPS, really you have an opportunity to shop, save, and get paid with an absolute game changer, which is really considerably an industry creator here. Now, when you align yourself with the perfect solution, you get an abundance of resources, starting with your full back office and accounting system for your business, and also all three of your shopping sites, TPS138.com, Wallhowl.com, and OneDirect.us. Now you also get access to the TPS members only section. And within that members only section is an abundance of resources, okay? You get your sales web pages, the TPS app, the resource pages, the placemat, Craigslist training, workshop scripts, integrated products, Facebook training, and access to DBU, the Dream Builder University. Now, in Dream Builder University, you have a lot of different resources: the Little Red Book of Selling, new member orientation, compensation plan training, member videos for TPS, and the TPS corporate webinar replays, as well as the landing page generator and the web revolver, which is an awesome resource created by Senior Vice President Mr. Richard Ramos, where you could actually share all of your marketing results with your team. So you have an opportunity to pay it forward and give back. Okay, also the Dropship Blueprint. This is definitely nothing to overlook. It's an amazing way to make money in this business with an arbitrage model where you can literally take products from your TPS site, relist it on other platforms such as eBay, and sell it and get two different profit margins while qualifying to get paid in the daily sales bonus pool. It's just fantastic. Also downloads, okay? You have flyers, Shop Walmart, TPS desktop presentation, TPS launch sequence, roadmap to master store builder. All these different resources are available to you when you get started with the perfect solution. Okay, so what is VIP Global? Well, VIP Global is a support team and resource that's just simply here to facilitate and empower TPS members, okay? And we have VIPglobal.net. You can go by there and visit the page, and you'll also be able to see VIP University there at the top. Now, if you click that, you'll wonder, well, what is VIP University? Simply put, it's a central hub, and it's our automated training and marketing system, ATM. So VIPuniversity.online is where you can go to gain access, where it's as simple as click, watch, learn, and apply the information that you have access to. And in this central hub, it's just a one-spot location where you can gain access to all of the many resources that we just went over. You know, there's so many things that you get, you know, and to have one location that you can go to and learn about all of these resources, where they are, how to gain access to them, how to use them, and be able to get to all of them from one centralized location is definitely a great resource. And I definitely want to encourage you guys to visit VIPglobal.net and click the top at VIP University. It'll open up the VIP University page where you can watch a video, which will explain a little bit more about VIP University and give you an opportunity to click the sign up now button under the video. And when you click that button, you can sign up traditionally by entering your information, or you can use the easy Facebook or Google sign up buttons and gain access with those credentials. So once you gain access, this is what the back office of VIP University looks like. And the first thing that you want to do, especially as a new TPS member, is go to the TPS Getting Started Right section and do those trainings. Tab number 1 is the initial steps, showing you how to enroll, activate, optionally upgrade, verify your account, and qualify your account. And step 2 is the launch sequence. Okay, and you want to go ahead and watch that, launch your business, and keep going. You know, keep achieving success here with this amazing opportunity. Now, whenever you're done with any section inside of this system, you want to mark it as complete, and you'll be able to click the next button and continue on to the next section and continue prospering. Now, the second thing that you would want to do is visit the TPS members only section And this section is going to explain to you all about TPS members only and how to gain access, how to gain quick access to Dream Builder University and all of the other fantastic resources that are available to us from TPS Corporate there in that members only section. Okay, and the third thing that you want to do is visit your profile section, configure the settings in your profile section. Now, what this is going to do is going to make everything else in this system work. It's going to customize it to you, so that way whenever you click the buttons or you use any of the resources, they're all catered to all of your personal links that are provided to you from TPS. All right, so we have a very exciting training lined up here, how to hold a successful TPS grand opening event, okay? So without any further ado, I definitely want to pass this back over to Mr. Rudy Celaya, and he's just definitely having a fantastic business. He's seeing tremendous growth in his business, and you know they're having go parties left and right. You know, we're able to see it all on social media. That the team is just thriving. Everybody's having a good time, and the business is growing. The business is booming. And that's really what it's all about. It's about having some fun, right? It's about sharing this amazing opportunity, and everybody achieving results and sharing in those results. So without any further ado, I'm gonna pass this back over to Mr. Celaya.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shane. Can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And you know, you did a really fantastic job just really honing in and describing what VIP Global is. So thank you so much for the leader that you are. I want to ask you real quick before I get started, can you see my screen okay?
Waiting on it. Yes.
Perfect. So guys, just like Shane said, I mean, it's truly exciting what's going on right now. But when you take a look at the industry alone, I mean, it's just shopping. You know, it's something we do already. You don't need a license. You don't need certification to do it. Literally, we're having so much fun. People ask, you know, what do you do? You know, right now I'm just like, you know, whatever it takes, honestly. And when I have an opportunity to discuss amazing concept to anybody that I encounter, you know, it's one of those things where I can talk all day about it, be really excited, but instead of talking to a whole bunch of people, my strategy is I like to invite all those people into one room and then have a way at it and do a 1 hour presentation, and so they can really understand what that looks like. And you know, you hear go party, it's really, I wouldn't say it's not necessarily a party, it's really a gathering, and we try to keep it as professional as possible, but at the end of the day, it is very exciting. So it's really hard not to have fun at these events. I mean, those of you that have been to my go party, or if I threw a go party for you, if you're watching this training, you already know it's about having fun. It's about networking, getting to know people on a personal level before you even start the presentation, and you know, really breaking the ice, trying to figure out, you know, what is it? Why are you here? Why are you taking a better look at what you're doing? What are you currently doing? What would you like to do? You know, and because this could be the vehicle that can drive you and to help you achieve your goals and dreams in life, because nobody ever wants to work until they retire. I know my dad, I was talking to him the other day about retirement. He's like, man, I can't retire until I'm 67. You know, and that's right now. I can't imagine what our age will be, you know, for 40 years from now. It's ridiculous. And I just don't want to go for that 40-40-40 plan. So why not have events where we can throw an event at someone's house, or even at any local business, whatever we need to do, and just share the vision of TPS and what we're doing. And guys, if you guys already know what's going on, I'm opening my location, you know, on behalf of VIP Global and my business partner, Ben and Kyle. We're really trying to figure out a way where we can centralize and have everybody come in one spot on a reoccurring event. And so every Tuesday we should be holding presentations. And so this Tuesday coming up, we're going to be doing free tacos, and that's just one time. After that, it's just going to be, you know, strictly business. Come in, everybody should know the routine. And I'm really expecting to grow out of that place within the next 30 to 60 days. Because again, if we do this right, and we you know, effectively share what we're doing with TPS, I don't see why we can't be looking at a bigger location with so many other people. And it's really going to be the talk of the town. I'm so excited because this is just the very beginning. And I guarantee you we haven't seen anything yet. So exactly how to hold a successful grand opening TPS party. Guys, we're going to train you on that this evening. And I think nobody else can relate to this because, again, unless you've thrown a go party, there's a lot that goes into it. So we want to try to simplify it and try to relay this information to you in a way that you can understand. So I'm going to get started, guys. Again, this is a go party. It's a lot of fun. I mean, at the end of the event, what's not to be excited about? You're shopping, you're sharing, and you're getting paid. Who doesn't want to share that information with anybody else? Like, seriously, every time I do a go party, I've never had anybody actually walk out of the room and say, yeah, thank you, but this is not for me. It's almost for everybody. Everyone shops. And when we find out a way that we got paid, hey, it's something you want to go tell the world to. Okay, and that's what we're doing. So with TPS, there's many ways to build your business. But my style go parties, I love them. It's another excuse to bring more people in one room and get the message across effectively in a fun way. And of course, sharing testimonials and having guests come up to stage and sharing their success stories. A lot of people can relate with people that are on there. I mean, you know, you got the average person that works 9 to 5, but also building full part-time on their fortune with TPS. And within, 4 or 5 months in the business, some beautiful things start unfolding. And when you share that with so many people, it resonates with everyone in the audience. So there's online social media, there's online marketing, capture pages, funnel pages, leads. That's what VIP Global is creating for you guys. So, and that's something that is at your advantage. So take advantage of that. You got Craigslist ads as another source, paid advertising if you choose to. Again, that's a tax write-off if you choose to treat this like a business. And there's so many other ways. So that's your online. Then you got your offline. This is my favorite. Offline and word of mouth. That is the least expensive way to market. Okay, warm market, cold market, doesn't matter. You share with your friends, your family, anybody that you're close to that you work with, but then there's also ways to market to who you never met before. Again, I share this story all the time. I met Mr. Luis Sergio Roman, and he's a diamond store owner, and he only joined the company a few months ago, but I met him on the internet, and now we're like best friends. My wife and his wife, they text each other all the time, and it's just a beautiful thing. And that's the cold market. So you can still go out there and share with as many people as possible and maybe create new relationships that'll last a lifetime. Then you got phone in person. Guys, I don't know about you, but for me, I like to be on the phone. I like to be on it. If this is your business, treat it like a business. If you want to make hobby money, then make a couple $100s a month. But if you want to make seriously $2 or $3 grand a month, treat it like a business and you will make business money. Okay, but the only way to do that, you got to go and put yourself out there. You don't necessarily have to go and strap on your shoes and go out there and take thousands of steps and go walk into different businesses. No, there's totally different ways, and we're going to go over those strategies in a little bit. But there's offline and online marketing with live events. These are the home events I was telling you guys about that we like to do with go parties. Company events. These are huge because the one that's coming up is February 4th. I'm excited. You guys should be excited. I can't wait. And not only that, but the person that brings the most guests to the event will win an $1,100 watch from the company. The best part is they buy it from your website, so you get paid on that watch. So how awesome is that? Your main objective is to let people know that we exist. See, the thing is the market is wide open. Nobody knows about us. I mean, seriously, imagine if you were in the forefront of Uber before everyone knew about Uber. How rich would you be today if you started in 2009 and put in work and shared everyone about the experience of Uber and how that concept worked? See, that's what we're doing with the e-commerce. So for me, I'm losing sleep. I know a lot of people in the company are losing sleep over this opportunity because it's something that we all have. We see the vision, and it's a proven system that's working with a very, very high retention rate in this company. So it's really excited. Got to show them a way how to get participating and how to start. So hosting a grand party, it's a very powerful way to jumpstart your new TPS business. So you got your warm, hot market that I talked to you about, your friends, your family. Just come and join. Don't even tell them what it's about. Just say, look, I just started something a couple weeks ago. I'm really excited about it. I know someone that's, that's about to fire his boss. And, this guy is just really excited about what he does. And so he's coming over to my house. I just want to have you come over for some food and some drinks so you can hear what he has to say. I just started, so I don't know too much about it. And just get as many people, guys. The more people you share that with, the more people will show up. Okay? If you share this with 5 people, how many do you expect to show up? Maybe 1 if you're lucky. So you want to shoot high. Aim for the stars and land on the moon, okay? Really what you want to do is you want to take a look at the whole situation, right? You want to take a look at the whole platform, and really all it is you're bringing someone to your house and sharing an opportunity. You don't have to go into detail what it's about. Someone knows the right place at the right time, and this is a way for you to build momentum. And again, momentum is looking like you just throw a go party, let's have it at your house, and let's do a couple more after that. And then guess what? February 4th is here, and so I want everybody that's been in my go parties, I need you there at Ontario for this big event, because that's where your business will explode, and that's where leaders are born. And I can tell you that from experience, okay? I've only been in the company 5 months, master store builder, over 200 people in my downline organization, and over 4,000 people in my 138, and I'm getting paid on every single day. And I love sharing this opportunity with so many people. I mean, when you're excited about something, the passion is just so transparent. People already know you're not BSing them. This is something you're really excited and they can see it. So why hold a grand opening? What's the importance of this? Well, this is a high-tech company, guys. If you look at it, we're first and foremost an e-commerce company, and we're taking it by the horns. This is not something that we're just going to try out and see if it works. No, this is an industry that's already existed. See, we just found a way to make it better. So is it better to be first, or is it better to be better? Of course, it's better to be better, right? Like Uber. Taxi services existed before Uber, but they just found a way to make it better. That's how they generated $50 billion last year. So first and foremost, we're an e-commerce company, we're a technology company, and we do everything online, okay? So when you take those two, you got high touch. This is versus high touch, guys. If you take a look at the relationships, it's about building trust. It's about, if you don't share this information with them, they're going to find out sooner or later what you're doing, and they're going to be pretty upset that you didn't share it in the early stages. Guys, we're at those early stages. Right now is when you should be calling, making those texts, making those messenger on Facebook, sending those emails. Doesn't matter if you get a bunch of no's. I remember a long time ago, one of my mentors told me it takes 10 no's to get a yes. And if that's what it takes, trust me, give me 5 no's. Give me 5 yeses, and I'll be happy with those 5 people. I would turn those 5 people into leaders. And that's what we've been able to do, guys. This is a plug-in turnkey system. See, when you build relationships with people and they see, and you guys build that trust, it's unlimited potential, guys, unlimited. And I can tell you that from experience, because I've been in the company, again, only 5 months, and the team is absolutely exploding. We all talk to each other every day. You can just feel the vibe in the room, and I can't wait till my grand opening, honestly. It's going to be such an amazing night. But again, I want you guys to take a look at this. We're a high-tech company, and when you take that information that you're sharing with them, build that trust, honestly, you guys can have so much more. We're in the relationship of building business. Now, why hold a grand opening? You know, if you take a look at the business alone and why we're doing what we're doing, it's again, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like a job. Again, I'm doing one this Saturday, and I can't wait to be there because, again, so many people are going into this thing kind of blindsided, not really knowing what's going on. And, you know, when they walk out of that go party, better believe they're going to go share with everyone they know, because that's what I've seen from my experience. So I want to talk about compressing timeframes. If your goal is to expose 10 people to your TPS business this week, and if you did one-on-one meetings, average of 1 hour each, and 10, those are hours spent, okay? Those are more than 10 hours spent on your business on a part-time basis. Or, okay, that right there is okay if you have the time and the luxury to do that. Or on a Saturday, like I said, do a grand opening, do a home party, do a go party at someone's house. And in 1 week and 1 day, you will have all those people you invited, over 20 guests, 10 show up. I am a very, very happy camper. Kyle will be a very happy camper. Shane will be a happy camper because we don't mind sharing the vision with 10 people. Okay? Because those 10 people, if you take a look at the compound effect, even if those 10 people showed up and 5 of them joined and 5 of them went and shared with everyone, 3 of them upgraded, well, guess what? 3 upgrades, that equals MSO, Master Store Owner, like that. And all you did was put in a little bit of work for 1 week and had a party. Isn't that awesome? And then you only spent 1 to 2 hours versus 10. That is amazing, guys. This is why I love this strategy. This is why I've done ghost parties, and I absolutely love them. I can't get enough of them. And at the end of the day, I've been blessed and networking with the right people where now I have my own office, and I want to share it with you guys, and I want you to make it feel like it's home and bring as many people as you can. Let's pack the house. Because again, we're really just getting started. And what does this really do for your business? Well, it builds momentum. Again, I want to touch on that. It's about building that driving force, that excitement, the fact where now somebody just went to a 1-hour presentation. Now they can't stop talking about it. It's happened, guys. Trust me. I've met a lot of new people in my short period amount of time in this company, and everyone I talk to, they can't sleep. They hate going to work. They're just looking forward to the day they can fire their boss. But in order to do that, you got to get started. In order to get ahead in life, you got to get started somewhere. And the best way to do it, honestly, is just throw a party. Throw an event. Throw something at your house. Just invite people. And again, when you do those go parties, it builds up to the big event. Guys, if you look at the pattern here, do 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. 1, 2. So 1 go party, 2 go parties, and boom, got the big event. It's so exciting when that happens because, again, when everybody is excited about something, you got the momentum going, you got the synergy in that room. Everyone will not want to miss the big event. Again, ours is February 4th in Ontario, and we'll show you a little flyer on the way here. And so you see that? There you go. That's the pattern right there. Big event, big event. Okay, you got your big event, and then go party, big event, go party, big event. So we got a lot of big events coming up throughout the year. How many go parties can you throw in between each big event? I can tell you right now, the more go parties you throw and the more effective they are, the bigger their turnout will be for these big events. And events, again, those are where leaders are made and developed, okay? Why hold a grand opening? Well, there's recognition, guys. Think about it. People who have had this opportunity and they've been recognized for the things they're doing in their business. They have a full-time job, but they're being recognized for what they're doing on a part-time basis. And guys, these guys are seriously breaking records. I was blessed enough to show this opportunity to a couple of friends of mine, and they hit MSO within their first 30 days. They got Walmart gift cards from corporate, and then Kyle from VIP Global. I'm going to bring him on in a minute, by the way. I'm really excited that he's going to be here because he's leaving on vacation for about a week. I wouldn't even say it's a vacation. He's taking off on a business trip. And the fact that he's sharing his time to be on this webinar with us tonight, I'm really excited to bring him on. But guys, this is stuff that they do already. They shop. Why not share it with as many people as possible? And see, men die for it and babies cry for it, right? I would do anything. You got to find out what your why is. My why, I want to build something so my kids can have some when I leave this earth. Okay, and I want to make a mark in this company. I want to be able to do the things I want to do without anybody telling me I want to do them. Okay, recognizing people, even for the smallest things they're doing, is a win in their business. I will tell you the truth from day one, because, again, recognition is so huge. If you did something really good at work, your work didn't recognize you for that, even if it was just saving a customer from going to competition, and the boss didn't recognize you for that, how would that make you feel? Save the company from going under. You didn't, make them profitable by doing that overnight. No, but what did you do? You put in really hard work. You did everything you could to save that customer. And if you didn't get recognized for that, guys, I don't know, but for me, that would do a lot to my own self-esteem, to my own motivation. I wouldn't feel like I'm appreciated. So, guys, I'm telling you right now, with TPS and VIP Global, we make sure that recognition is key in this business. And what is a go party? Go party is a grand opening event. It's at your home or a special venue. It's up to you. And it's just for your inner circle guests. But again, those guests that you bring, they can effectively go out and share with everybody else, and those 10 could turn into 20, those 20 could turn into 40, and before you know it, you got 40 or 50 people showing up to the big event. Oh my gosh, that was just absolutely, I mean, you would definitely win that watch for sure. The intention of this event is to introduce your company guests through the following methods, okay? But with everything else going on, guys, live product presentations, showing company video or product materials to educate your guests about your e-commerce platform. And really what I want to do, guys, is I've been blessed to see this opportunity because of the gentleman I'm going to bring up right now. He has been a blessing in my life. He's been almost like a brother to me. He's definitely, I would say me and him have definitely been through the ringer with other companies. And because of those failures, it molded us into the people that we are today. And, you know, he never gave up on me. He kept showing me this opportunity. It took over a year for me to actually see the vision of TPS. And it's all about timing in people's lives, guys. But when you really have that aha moment, there's no turning back. And I couldn't be any more happier for him to be as persistent as he was and never give up on me. And I'm just blessed. So with that said, guys, I want to hand it over to our leader, our founder, and the guy that's paved the way for so many people here and having so much success, growing teams all over the world, literally. Just really a true inspiration. Mr. Kyle McGregor, are you on the line with us?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I can see you, buddy. Thank you so much for being on the phone with us, man.
No worries. Thank you. And good job breaking things down in regards to the benefits and why we're doing what we're doing. And at the end of the day, what these Go parties are, like Rudy shared with us about, is there's so many different ways you can build this business. You know, we're a high-tech company, but at the end of the day, this is a high-touch business, meaning that we got to build those relationships. Any type of a business you're building, you want to make sure that you build those relationships solid. Like if I didn't have a good, solid relationship with Rudy, he would not have had an open ear in being open to communicating about really what's in front of us. Really, so at the end of the day, I always tell, it's friends first. Make sure that you are building those solid relationships, that maybe somebody doesn't see what we're doing right now currently. Maybe it's not the right timing for them in their lives. Maybe they can't, maybe they're not the visionaries that you may have anticipated they were. No worries. Again, this is a sorting process. We're here to sort through the bunch. We're here to show the people the information and let them make an educated decision. That is our job. That's pretty much it. And the great part about this is there's not a lot of risk in what we're doing. The simplicity is you're going to get your fully loaded e-commerce website filled with millions of products where you can shop, share, and get paid. And if you choose to shop, save, and get paid, if you choose to share this, where you can shop, share, and get paid, then you can actually build a business. You can build an empire really within this platform to where we can financially benefit from the rise of this industry. And that's the exciting part. And so we're going to go through a couple of basic things with the Go Party. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have also Mr. Anthony LeBlanc kind of share a little bit here and there as I go through these things. And just a quick little introduction. Mr. LeBlanc is one of the most proficient business people that I've ever met in my life. He's hit a senior marketing director position, which is one of our first founding leadership positions, helping really the masses get action. And he has one of the fastest growing organizations and teams in all of TPS, especially here with VIP Global as well. So that being said, I'm going to have him come on and share a few tidbits as we continue to go through some of these slides and really show you the nuances, really the stepping stones, what you need to do to actually hold a successful Go Party. Now, Rudy's been doing such a phenomenal job in holding these events, but basically you can do one of two things. Either you bring the information to them or you bring them to the information. Either way, you want them to see it for what it is. You want to get yourself out of the way, let the information being shared and told through a third party, which is like a video, which is a presentation, somebody other than you doing the information. That way they're seeing it from a third party perspective and not judging the opportunity off of you. They're judging it for what it is, okay? Because a lot of times people psychologically, they like to judge things from the relationship the person's introducing them to. So they don't know you as the successful, ultra successful entrepreneur in the e-commerce space. They may be judging the opportunity based on your failures or successes in other fields, right? But at the end of the day, you want to get yourself out of the equation as much as you can so that you can actually see the opportunities for what it is. And so some of these things I'm about to share with you here on these slides is going to help you understand how to set up your Go Party efficiently, what are the steps you need to take as a host or as a somebody that's actually presenting the information, and we'll kind of go from there. So let me share the rest of these slides so we can go through these real quick. Can you see my screen okay, guys?
Yes, we can. Yep, there it is. Perfect.
All right, so I'm going to come down here and kind of go where Rudy left off and kind of go through these the simplicity of what we're doing here, okay? Because Rudy already talked about what a Go Party is. Basically, it's a grand opening. It's at your home. It's a special venue just for your inner circle of guests. So the intention of this event is to introduce your company or TPS to your guests through the following methods, okay? First is a live production presentation. You have people come over, you actually show a company video. You know, have your TV plugged in, have the video already there presented, and then, you know, product materials, maybe some of the products that you've already purchased from your site, so you can show them that, hey, look, this is legit. This is what we actually are getting and purchasing and selling from our sites. We want to educate your guests about the e-commerce platform, okay? Second is also a live income opportunity presentation. Basically, it's the same thing. You're just showing them a little bit more detail how they can actually financially benefit from utilizing that. Now, there's a couple of different tools you can use. Sometimes we don't have a TV at the location, or we don't have a video or presentation like that. You actually have like a placemat presentation you can print off, and you can literally point and read to each of these little segments here. It explains the whole breakdown for us. It's pretty awesome. Another one is a PowerPoint. You can do it on your wall with like a projector, or you can just have a TV with an HDMI cable, put your computer on it. And with all the technology we have today, I mean, all of these things are accessible and readily available. And of course, our TPS corporate videos, as well as some of the ones we produce here with VIP Global, those are great tools that you can use to let the information be told, okay? And that's the whole key, is let that information, get yourself out of the way, let the tools do the work, put it that way. Now, let's talk about what a grand opening is not, or a Go Party. We call it about a Go Party, right? But a grand opening is not a party. Even though we call it a Go Party, it's not a party. Like Rudy mentioned before, there's a couple things you want to make sure. It's very important that your friends are not invited over for dinner or a party or barbecue or anything else that gets, you know, ambushed into a presentation. Okay, it's like, oh my gosh, I thought I was coming for like a party in a venue and get some food, but now you're telling me about business. Like, don't set them up like that. You need to invite your guests to your grand opening with the exact expectations regarding the attention of the evening. Okay, you don't want to bait and switch them. All right, so this will help your guests feel comfortable at ease. And some friends will may choose to come if you're conducting business, and that's okay. Others will be happy to come and find out what you're up to. You know, the right expectations can be set with your support team leader when you actually do three-way phone calls with them. I always really like having somebody other than me, after I made the invitation, to do a follow-up to confirm that they're coming through third party and make a quick little introduction to the person that's going to be there to support the event, okay? And so, by the way, if Anthony, if you're listening in, if you can hear anything, I would love to have you jump in on any of these points that I'm making, because I would love to hear a little bit more kind of what you're doing as well through here, okay?
And it looks like he's muted, so maybe, Anthony, if you can hear us, go ahead and unmute your mic there.
I know I think he's in the midst of traveling.
Yeah, I was actually trying to unmute. I'm traveling, you guys. Sorry about that.
Thanks for joining us, Anthony.
No problem. Hey, everything you guys have said up until this point, I totally 100% agree with. And I'm trying to physically or mentally take notes while I'm driving.
Well, you can, I guarantee you can do this in your sleep. So any little tidbits that come to your mind, you're like, you know what, this makes sense. I should probably add something on there. And your words of wisdom will be also very, very welcomed. But there are several stages to the effective grand opening. So what you want to do is you pay close attention to the stages we're about to share with you and talk about. Okay, and this is being recorded. So these are things, events that you can be doing globally. We got teams in the UK, in Mexico, and in other parts of the world that are growing in Korea, in China, and Hong Kong. These are all things that they're doing globally. Okay, so first and foremost, we're actually having an event. Let's just say it's at your home. Okay? It doesn't have to be at your home, but let's just say that you feel comfortable having some people in your home, your inner circle, the people you care about and you want to share your business with, okay? But you want to make sure you stage your home properly, right? You don't want to have this massive banquet of food, okay? Make it simple. Make it light finger food, all right? And don't make it available till after the presentation. So you want to cover it with clear wrap or put it off to the side. Let people know it's there, but you don't want people diving into the food right away. They go into like a food coma. Okay, so keep food the expense minimal. Why you want to do that? Because you want to make it simple and easy to duplicate. Okay, so if somebody's like, my gosh, he spent hundreds of dollars on this banquet of food. Now I can't really do what he just did. But if you have a few snacks here and there, if you have some soda or whatever, that's duplicable. Anybody can do something simple like that. So there's no eating before, even if they're starving. Okay, so serve the drinks before, but wait for the food after. And it's not a long period of time; they'll have to wait for it, but it also keeps them anticipating and being willing to focus. Okay. Water, soft drinks, coffee, tea, that's okay, but no alcohol. Why? You don't want people to get sloppy and not be able to make an educated decision, okay? Also, make sure that your computer and your TV monitor is all connected, that you have your PowerPoint ready. If you're having a PowerPoint or the video is ready that you're going to have to be able to present, that your extension cords or whatever you have, your HDMI cables, that are all set up already, okay? Have your introduction, your edification, your notes, your speaker, and the notes for your speaker, your mentor, because you want to make sure that you're presenting that person efficiently for people, okay? Also, company materials, if you have any, have them available so they can start looking at it. We have some phenomenal things that Richard Ramos has put together for us, our Senior Vice President of Marketing Sales, phenomenal things. It's great. If you've got business cards, great. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. Brochures, if they're available, even a flyer. A lot of people like to do flyers for their next event, right? So they have that available. And then I usually I like having some paper and some pens readily available. So in case they wanted to take some notes, they can actually have something if they didn't come prepared. So no dogs, no small kids. You don't want any distractions, okay? Ringing phones, ask people to turn their phones off, and then play upbeat music before and after the presentation. Just setting the stage to make sure you've got a great place for people to learn, okay? So before the presentation, it's only really what I do is you want to pique their interest. Just say enough to really pique their curiosity. Don't give them the entire presentation before you actually do the presentation, okay? In regards to inviting, like Rudy talked about, you want to invite as many successful, excited, and interesting people as possible. 15, 20, 30 people or more. Now, why is that? Because we understand the law of numbers. You want to over-invite. And I usually inspect about half the people that say they're going to be there, they actually do show up. Okay, those who actually confirmed, yeah, I promise I'll be there. There's nothing's going to hold me back, blah, blah, blah. It's crazy. Sometimes people just don't show up. That's just a part of the business. So let the numbers work for you. So if you really want to have 10 solid people in the room ready to pay attention, I always like to at least have 20 people confirmed to be able to be in attendance. Okay, so just let me show you understand how the numbers work. Now, before the presentation, we'll talk about this. The speaker, the enroller, you might experience the person that's actually going to be there to support you, your support team member, they arrive 45 minutes before scheduled to start time. And the presenter meets all the affiliates, the host. The affiliate host actually to do a recap and a planning for the event. That way the presenter and the host can actually collaborate and talk about some of the people coming, what they plan on doing. They can role play their intro and edification of the speaker. Review instructions on what the hosts are to do when the meeting is actually finished. Phones and computers are ready to roll. Enroll guests and free affiliates after the presentation. You want to make sure that those are readily available to do. Make sure your brochures are on display. That can be if you have them. Introduce everybody if you are the host, right? Because you want to make sure also you start on time. This is critical. If you need to, you can start 5 minutes late, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure you are professional and you start on time. And I love the fact that Anthony is probably one of the most professional businessmen I've ever met. And with some of those things, did you have anything to add to those, Anthony, by chance?
No, you're right on point. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
You're right on point with that. You want to be professional, but at the same time have fun. You want to make it light and refreshing because your people coming in, they're, like you said, you don't want to bait and switch them. You want them to come in knowing what's going on, but you want them to be in an environment that they're going to be relaxed and have fun getting the information from us.
And I definitely want to say something too. So kind of like what you were talking about, obviously you want to have brochures on display. You want to have all your guests there, but the most important thing that I've noticed is you definitely want to bring some support leaders. What I mean by that is if you can invite a couple people on your team that are already in the company, that are already building their 138, that are also have organization for themselves, it doesn't matter if they're on the team or not. Bring them on, because when other people from the outside see their excitement, it's also a good opportunity for them to come up on stage and share their story as well. And I think that would resonate with a lot of people that are seeing this for the first time, especially like one of the things I like to do is ask people in the crowd, how many people do you have in your 138? And then all these people hear these random numbers like, 2,000, 3,000. And then when they find out they get paid on all those people, it's, it really helps.
That is cool. I love the fact that we have that ability to really, a company that's so generous and really an innovative concept to be able to have distribution built for us with that 138 matrix. It's really exciting and very unique, and which is really cool. So that's a great little tidbit that you like to do that makes sure it gets people excited, right? But also there's things that you want to do during the presentation, okay? First, you want to make sure you create value for the speaker. All right, so the host should actually introduce or edify the speaker before they had the overview of the meeting. It's important because your guests now have an open ear to hearing what this person has to say versus some guy just come up and just start talking. Like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? So the edification part is really, really important. But never interrupt. Don't contradict or question the speaker during the presentation, no matter what. Why is that? Because you're taking away the credibility of the speaker. It's like, he's saying something or she's saying something and you're contradicting what they're saying, like, oh, it's not like that. Or no, let me ask you questions in the meeting. Don't do that, guys. Just stay quiet. Let the presenter do the information or let the video do the information. And that way you can actually make sure that they focus and make sure that the audience is able to participate and has that feeling that they can actually raise their hands, ask questions throughout the event if needs be. Okay, so as the host, do not get up, don't leave the room during the presentation. Why is that? Well, your guest will, even unconsciously, think it's not important if you take off or if you're not listening to the speaker. Then it must not be important to them even to pay attention, right? So therefore, no leaving the room if you can help it. All right, and there's always things that come up. So if you have to, you have to. No big deal. But if you can't, make sure you stay focused, you stick and stay, you stay there, and you don't interrupt. Because your energy is the most critical energy next to the speaker. Your friends, the people, your family, we following your every move. So show them by your actions how important it is to hear all the information, and it could change their lives, okay? So after the presentation, we'll talk about, now that we've done the presentation, we've seen it, we've experienced it, right? There's two different roles. There's the host's role, and then there's the presenter's role. Let's talk about the host role real quick, okay? First off, write down who are the 1, 2s, and 3s, okay? And this is just one strategy. Sometimes people use this. I'm just going to use it today, just give an example, okay? But if you're using kind of the 1, 2, 3, usually at the end of the presentation, the presenter may ask, if you're a 1, you're ready to get started today. Get me enrolled, get me a free e-commerce website. Let me get started making money right away. And I would like to actually upgrade. You're a 1. Number 2 is, hey, I'm here. I liked it. It made a lot of sense. But, I have some questions. So go ahead and get your e-commerce website, set up. It's free, costs nothing. And, get your questions answered so we can help you make an educated decision if you choose to upgrade today or not, right? And then number 3 is, it may not be for me. That's totally cool. We're not here to convince people to participate. We're here to share it and let them know it exists. So if they choose, they can, right? If there are 3, maybe it's not for them, but at least encourage them to go on your personal site, maybe buy a few products from your e-commerce site so they can help you support you in your business, right? So those are kind of the 1, 2, 3. So that's one strategy that sometimes our presenters use. So I'm just going to go along with that through the specific presentation here, okay? So at the end, after the presentation, stand up. Break the room up. When the speaker gives the okay, put that light music back on right away. It creates a little light environment. And then escort the 2s and 3s to the snacks, be able to snack on things. And if you have any rotten apples, by the way, I don't know if you've heard about this. If you have a rotten apple can spoil the whole bunch. Sometimes there's a negative people out there, and those types of things you just want to let's just escort them out the door and say, thanks for coming, because that rotten apple can spoil the whole bunch, okay? So make sure that you kind of separate those types of people. You don't want negativity in the room at all. and then answer questions while eating and socializing. While the speaker finishes it up, getting everybody starting enrolled with the ones and twos that are ready to go. And then book up what you're gonna do is book follow-up appointments with everyone who's interested and confirm the next exposure, right? Because not everybody is ready to make a decision at this very moment. Yeah, what I tell people when I'm presenting, say, look, just by showing up here, just by taking your time, I want to thank you for being here. Everybody here is going to get their free e-commerce website set up for no cost. That you're going to get your TPS site today. So that's kind of a cool little reward we can give people because it costs them nothing. Okay, but the speaker role, that's the host role. Okay, the speaker role, you go around the room, ask them, if they're a 1, 2, or 3, and then you thank them. Instruct the ones to meet you right here. We're going to go through how to get your e-commerce site set up, pull your phones out, get your computer out, so on and so forth. We're going to get you enrolled and set up right away. Instruct the 2s to meet with the host over in the food, and you'll join them and soon answer the questions and follow up. And then ask the 3s, thank the 3s and let them go, right? So again, we're looking for the 1s and 2s, the people that are ready to take action, ready to actually experience more of their life, and again, the sorting bunch. So also just break the room up. That's important. This is critical. It changes the room when it does. So get everyone to stand up, don't have them sit around, so on and so forth. Even if someone starts asking questions, break the room up and tell them that you'll come over to you with their questions, all right? And never allow the whole audience to become this whole group of question and answer, okay? Sometimes you don't know what questions are coming to you, and it could create some doubt in some of the things that other people are taking a look at, okay? So I usually like breaking things up, making sure that those rotten apples we talked about, make sure you excuse them, and then position the 1s and 2s that you can actually help them get started and enrolled. Okay, hey, Anthony, do you have anything to add to that by chance? I know you've experienced that quite a bit. Some rotten apples or some people that are just excited and ready to roll. Any thoughts on that?
Those rotten apples, just get them out of there as quickly as possible. If you got, it's a team event basically. And so the person that brought the rotten apple, you're going to ask that one important question. And it's not, what do you think? It's, what did you like most? And if they start going down that negative path, let's get them out of there so that they don't spoil the rest of the bunch.
Nice. Absolutely. 100%.
I like it.
And then also sign up the 1s immediately with their free TPS affiliate account. You give them materials to take home, set up a follow-up training appointment, and confirm their next exposure event. Meet with the 2s in the kitchen and connect with the guests, answer their questions, and set up a follow-up appointment and get them signed up for free as well. And then confirm their next exposure event, and then promote the next event. Always, you're going from event to event. And remember, most people need multiple exposures. It's okay. But first and foremost, they're going to get hooked up and set up for free. And I'm going to give an example of somebody that's on Rudy's team. We did a go party for Lewis. And Lewis we had about 10 people there. And while I was sitting there after the presentation and we kind of broke things up and I was answering questions, he literally is going from person to person, helping them enroll and get their e-commerce website set up and then verifying their account, uploading their IDs right away. Yeah. Why would we do that? Because their 138 matrix starts growing immediately. So they wake up the next day. Here's an example. I'm just telling you numbers because this is what happened to me in the last 24 hours. I signed somebody up. They ended up actually upgrading to a bronze member. And within their first 24 hours, they had over 100 people in their 138 matrix. I'm like, wow. I mean, it took me months to get 100. Now it's happening in a day. It's pretty exciting, the momentum we're experiencing here, and to see this happening the way it is. So do a debrief when you're done. Do a debrief with your hosting affiliate after the guests have left, and then schedule their next go party immediately. Again, we're going from event to event. The only reason you have an event is to set up the next event. And that's where, again, our leaders are born here, is through these different events that we have. All right. Anything you want to add on there, Anthony?
No, you got it all covered, man. I do want to go back a few slides on the edification. I forgot to mention this. We really should be starting the edification process before we even get the prospect to the party so that they know to mind their P's and Q's while they're at the party.
Got it. Yes. So explain that a little bit more.
Okay. So, when we do our parties, we typically will let an individual know it's not just some guy coming. This is an executive who has a position of authority with this company that's going to be sharing this information exclusively with this small group. So it's not just a place where you're coming and a bunch of your friends, everybody you know are going to be there. There are a few chosen people. It might be 10, it might be 5, it might be 15 that have been chosen to participate in this event. And it's very exclusive, very private. And one of the top executives is coming out to actually speak to you about an opportunity that can help you and your family to really benefit financially this coming year.
I love that you said that, because watch this. This is what my mentor taught me. I mean, I've been in this industry for 15 years, and Anthony, I think you've actually been longer than I have. My mentor shared with me this: people don't come to check things out. They're more inclined to come to see somebody important, right? They won't go 10 minutes down the road to see some guy, but they'll fly thousands of miles to see somebody important. I mean, that's the truth. If they feel that there's somebody that's important, that they see a value they could bring to their lives, absolutely they will not just show up, but they'll be there attentive and ready to listen. So I love that you focused on that and hit on that, because that's a very, very important aspect of making sure that people do show up, because they want to have value when they come to an event. Okay. And I never say meetings. Think about this. When you are invited to go to a meeting, what do you think about when you hear the word meeting? I think boring. I need coffee. I'm going to fall asleep, right? That's why we have a go party, right? We're having a live event, something fun, something exciting, something new, something innovative, right? And that's an important aspect. Last part with a speaker role, as the support team member, okay, and a mentor, it's 100% your responsibility to keep their momentum going. So book another event, book another go party for the next 2 weeks out, and get it on the calendar. Okay, so you're helping your people get going and started, because that will help duplicate. Now, once your new distributor or affiliate has done their first go party or their second, the odds and the ratio of the guests and new sales and enrollments will go up drastically, because the affiliate's confidence has gone up by getting just a few go parties under their belt. So don't leave their house without booking their next go party or event that they'll build for. Okay. Now, if you do not book their next event before you leave, you're risking that within 30 days or less, you'll have them disappear. Right? Because not everyone is experienced in this yet. Not everyone knows how to do these things. And it's a very simple fact in the industry and a part of human nature with new affiliates, that if you're not the one helping them set the pace, you're not helping them in their initial steps to get things started, it makes it tough. So speaking of which, our next big event for the corporate event is on February 4th. And this is something you do not want to miss. If you are in a few hundred miles away, you do not want to miss this event. We got people flying in from Florida. We actually have a gentleman flying in from the UK. It's going to be there this coming 4th. All right. So if you're anywhere in the California area, I would suggest do whatever you got to do. Be at this event. This will be a sold-out event, standing room only, and whoever gets registers first at tpsevent.com will get first dibs on the seating. Okay, so make sure you pre-register now. It's a free event. Okay, just go register today, tpsevent.com. There's a lot of rewards and prizes and giveaways and things of that nature that you'll definitely benefit just by showing up. You can actually walk away with a good amount of with things in your pocket. Let's put it that way. Now, just a real quick recap. Real quick, Anthony or Rudy or Shane, anything you guys want to add on being at this type of an event? Why would you want to be at this big event?
I mean, obviously the event is definitely going to set the pace for the new year. It's going to set the pace for a lot of people. If you're not there, you're really going to be missing out, not only on just all the new announcements and just being able to meet all the people in the company, but you're also going to miss out on new products, new brand premier partners, products that are going to be released. Any new announcement, you're going to miss out on all that stuff. And not only that, but just being in that room, just I'm going to be a part of history with TPS. Trust me, there's a lot of people that didn't show up at the last couple of ones, and they really regret not going. So anything you can do to make it. Trust me, it's going to be fun. A lot of companies charge for events like this, but we don't.
All right. Well, real quick, this is our weekly calendar of events. We got a little background noise. You want to mute yourself, whoever's not talking. Cool, thanks. So these are weekly calendar events for VIP Global. And we are our conference and training call every Sunday evening at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. The number there is 949-245-2883. You can also be on the internet and join us at uberconference.com/VIP Global. And a lot of people overseas are on these calls, and they just tap into that, okay? We have a Monday evening training. This is our corporate training webinar with TPS at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can actually pre-register today. There's some of the best training they have that I've seen in the industry. You can go to pre-register at tpswebinar.com and tap into that. Now, Tuesday, we're going to be doing some live streaming starting this coming Tuesday. It's going to be in Anaheim at the new location that Rudy was referring to, and that'll be at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll probably be live streaming right about 7:30, and then you can go check that out at VIPoverview.net on that specific Tuesday at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. And then, of course, every Wednesday, just like you're seeing here, pre-register for this. You'll get a reminder email, VIPglobaltraining.com. We've got new things coming up every single week. We've got another event that we're going to be doing next week. It's going to blow you away. One of the most important things that you'll need to learn in your business to potentially double, if not triple, your income in a very short period of time. So do not miss next Wednesday evening's training with VIP Global. And then Thursday, we actually have a live business overview. And Mr. Rudy Salaya with a few other key leaders will be doing this event tomorrow. Invite as many guests as you can to that and let them see the bigger picture for themselves. It's about a 40-minute overview and breaks everything down with what we're doing at TPS, the growth that we're seeing, and how they can start participating at no cost with a free e-commerce website. You can pre-register right now for that event at tpsoverview.com. It'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow evening. And recommend everybody to attend that. All right. So VIPglobaltraining.com. We want to thank you guys for being here with TPS and VIP Global, where vision is power. Gain powerful vision for your future. That being said, I want to thank you so much for everybody attending. Any additional things that you guys wanted to share before we jump off this training call?
No, I just know that from experience, just from other companies that I've been at, throwing events, throwing go parties, just a celebration, a grand opening of your new business. Again, it's vital. Even if you don't know what you're doing, connect with a person that introduced you to the company. If you're just a couple weeks in the company or a couple months and you're still fresh to it, to Shane, reach out to Kyle, Anthony, anybody. And I'm sure any of us would love to just step in and help out and support any way we can. I know we have a couple of leaders in the VIP Global. Mr. Luis Roman, he's very, very open to showing up when his schedule allows him to. I know Raul has been very active with that as well. Flaviano. So there's a lot of support out there, guys. I want you to know you're not alone. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And with that said, I mean, this is something really special. We're in the forefront of something that's going to be extremely life-changing in the next 5 to 7 years. You ask yourself, do you want a piece of a $1 trillion industry? And you got to do what it takes by starting today. I mean, the reality is people are too busy trying to make a living instead of designing a life that they want. And a snap of a finger, 10 years is going to pass us by. And sure, we're going to be where we want to be at in 10 years, but are you going to be where you want to be at? And, are you going to be happy? So do what you need to do. Take action today. Plug in and win, which is something we all like to say here at VIP Global. And with that said, I'm here with so much support, and I just want to wish all of you the best of luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you have a lot of success.
I wanted to end with one thing too before we adjourn. Just want to make one point. Yes, it's great. Do these smaller events, build into the larger event. You're going to generate a momentum that will start to grow on its own. You end up with a group who are doing the same things. They're using the smaller events to build into the larger events, and all of that is building your business on a global scale. But the point that I want to make is that, yes, it's great. Plug into the training calls, plug into the training webinars, learn through these platforms what it takes to build and hold a successful event. That's great. But the real way that you're going to learn is by doing it, by being hands-on. So schedule it. Throw one, throw two, throw 3. You know, every time you throw one, each one that you do will get better and better. You yourself are going to grow and develop just by virtue of throwing an event. So, you know, great. Keep plugging into the trainings, but don't hesitate. Open up that calendar. Start doing those invites, and keep learning and growing and earning along the way. So that's the last little bit I wanted to add to it.
All right. Can you hear me, Kyle?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I just wanted to say that piggyback on top of what Shane, what Rudy are saying, that all the events are just another exposure to that individual, and as much exposure as we can get to those individuals, the more their belief level starts to grow. And the main event, or the big event, is an opportunity for them to see it on a much grander scale, and it validates everything that we say at the much smaller events. And I believe that over time, people, if they start free, they will make the decision to go and upgrade once they see what's really going on. But sometimes in the beginning, they don't see that. So we have to continually expose them to the opportunity, whether it be at a home party or a business or one-on-one or three-way or whatever the case may be, and on these training calls, so that they continue to have more belief. And once they get to the big event, it's all over.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Well said. Beautifully stated.
Nice.
Every single one of you. Thank you so much for showing up. Rudy, thank you for your leadership. Shane, thank you so much for being here and actually participating and making things a reality for us here. And Anthony, thank you so much for your input and your words of wisdom. That being said, I'm going to close things out for us tonight. Thank you. God bless. And we'll see you on the next training call.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.